started the Pubs of Oxford series of videos, I asked various people to nominate their favourite pub. This was the response from many times chairman of the Oxford Campaign for Real Ale branch, Matt Bullock.
Hi Rob, my favourite pub in Oxford would have to be the Rose and Crown on North Parade Avenue. It's a proper pub, superb beer, proper real ales, great conversation, wonderful team that run it, great character and great characters. That's hard to better.
The Rose and Crown is a favourite of many in Oxford from both town and gown, and for visitors too. It's located in a pleasant back street called North Parade Avenue in the city's green and gracious North Oxford suburb, and is just 1 mile from the centre of Oxford. It has its origins back in the 1860s, and it's a small pub with a big behind. Let's creep in and have a look round before it opens for the busy day ahead. To the left of the lobby is a small snug. Malala's father was interviewed here by David Letterman. And there's the stairs to the small but productive kitchen above. You can get a pint of sausages with chips in the Rose and Crown, though I can only manage a half pint myself. Oh, and there's always plenty else on the menu, including great pies. Here's the lobby, my favourite drinking spot in the pub. It has a handy hatch, so you can get a drink without needing to enter the main bar. And there's the swear box. Careful what you say in the Rose and Crown. Oh, and here's the famous library. I am proud to have books in there myself. Let's pass through to the main bar. The pub has an excellent range of well-kept cask ales, and recently had a very special one brewed by Hook Norton. It was called 40 to commemorate something special, which I'll mention later. Here's the other beers and stuff. The spirits are all here, and the pub stocks a good range of wines. It's a cosy room, this, and even boasts a proper fireplace. At the far end of the lobby, this door leads to the big back side. This is a nicely lit open area where there's plenty of chat-conducive seating. It is open air, yet can be covered and heated for wet and cold nights. On Sunday nights, live jazz is played here. Talented musicians strut their stuff on the slim stage, and it's often difficult to squeeze everyone in. Here's a taster from the Harrison Quarters.
And you can make it mine, girl. We'll never get started. And I don't want to wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes.
But this pub not only hosts music, it inspires it. Listen to the first verse of this song, written and performed by Ben Walker. However, do note that the Rose and Crown is not open at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Andrew scoops up half a pint of pistachios and an empty for the shells. It's 2 a.m. in the Rose and Crown. Stumbling round the bar, he grabs a jar full of beetroot pickled eggs. Says these are the best in town. The country's leading authority on Marxist anthropology finishes her brandy and slips quietly to the floor. And you get this sinking feeling that you've done this all before. Oh, Oxford, it's like a roll of bubble wrap. The sing-along bit in an old familiar song. Whoa, whoa, Oxford, it's a spring attached to your back. You can leave, but you won't be gone for long.
At the bottom of the garden is a sweet little cottage used for private meetings and such. The landlord tells me that his son was born here and the family lived here for many years. Let's meet him. Andrew, what's your role in the Rose and Crown?
Well, not a great deal's changed really. Age has meant I do a little less. I spend a little less time doing the social work, for doing the work behind the bar. I get in people's way and being a bit slower these days. But the pub itself is still very much the same. We're very much part of the pub, and coming down, meeting people, trying to find links, and keep getting really together and chatting to each other. We're very fortunate. We have no music in a public house other than live music for 2 hours a week. But we have no music at all. So there's a lot of chance to chat and meet and introduce one to another and form little groups and things that we've got to very much enjoy over the years. As well as I also maintain all the sporting links between the ice hockey team, the rugby team, and any other team who are interested in coming down and making the Rose and Crown part of their lives. We love it. We have a website which we update on a regular basis, and we keep social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and such, and enjoy those.
Great stuff. And the old days, Andrew.
But for me, every morning I used to wake up when I was younger, when we first came to the public house, I go, well, here we go, party time. And I went into the public house, did all the cleaning and got the place ready and had a party that night. Who was the party for? I don't know. Who turns up? Who's in a party mode? Who wants to? You know, we'd make up if we have a birthday celebration, I've made birthday cakes with pickled eggs. Pickled eggs and pork pies. If I thought it was appropriate, you move it around, you choose a lot. It's good fun.
Well, we've seen the pub empty. This is what it really looks like on a busy night. What I cannot capture here, of course, is the sheer range of customers, from plumbers to professors and from teachers to tour guides, and they all mix. The landlord makes sure of that. Andrew Hall and his family have successfully run this very special pub for 40 years. Yes, 40 years, which was celebrated with that special beer I mentioned. And they now own it, having bought the freehold back in 2009. Let's meet the rest of them. Here's Andrew's wife. What's your role, Debbie?
Role is multifaceted. Over the years, it's generally been cooking, preparing all the food and serving the food. And it hasn't really changed very much over the years. I also love to have a good old gossip with the locals, get all the gin, and serve behind the bar. I can do a bit of everything really, but I'm not very tech savvy, so anything like that, don't ask me to do. It took me a while to learn how to use the new till system, but I think that's an age thing probably, and a disinterest in anything technical. But no, I think, I also do the cleaning 2 mornings a week, and have done the cleaning for the last 40 years on, times that we haven't had a cleaner. When we first came, we didn't have a cleaner probably for maybe a year or two. We didn't have a glass washer. When we first came, it was just very basic. And Andrew and I just doing everything ourselves. So I can honestly say I've probably done absolutely everything.
And here's their son. What do you do here, Adam?
Good question. I suppose a bit of everything. I try and do, run the pub, the business side, the cellar, look after the real ales. That's our sort of pride and joy. Staff, hire and fire, not fire, but hire and look after our wonderful staff, and a bit of everything really. Just occasionally crack a smile when I can bring it to the surface and try and show some hospitality, look after our regular customers and tourists and students who walk through the door, and really anyone. That's the beauty of this place, is the variety of the people that come in. I used to help in the kitchen and help with the cleaning when I was about 4, so possibly over 30 years in some sort of casual capacity, but not against my will, I should add, the legal team. But yeah, all my life essentially.
There you have it. A unique pub. An oasis in North Oxford for drinkers, diners, and those that just want to come in for a good chat. Long may it be so. All hail to the Hulls. If you want to find out more about the Rose and Crown, then call in. You'll be welcome. Oh, and there will be more pubs coming along on the Rob's Oxford channel, so do subscribe and don't forget to click that notify bell. Bye bye. Bye bye.